Hello, Saline Middle School. Welcome back to the 2018-2019 school year. Thanks to Mrs. Garcia, Mr. Bizu, and Ms. Sickler for welcoming Ella and Obi to the middle school. Many of you are probably familiar with Ella's service dog, Obi-Wan. In a few minutes, you will learn a lot more about him if you haven't had the pleasure of meeting him already. There are a few updates to our training video, though, that I wanted to be sure that you received. Obi has been a Saline Hornet since 2nd grade, and he, along with his girl Ella, were clapped out of Heritage Elementary in June. Ella and Obi were sad to leave, but are looking forward to being middle schoolers. A few updates. Obi is now 4.5 years old, and Ella is already 12.5 years old. Obi's birthday's in November, and then Ella's birthday's in December, just so you guys know. He continues to support and help Ella during tough times, but his new treat is freeze-dried goat. Gross, but it works. Ella and Obi are quite the team. They are inseparable. Some highlights include helping the Terrific 10 win the Saline Fair Talent Show last summer, enjoying the holiday season, spending lots of time with the EMU women's gymnastics team, flying to New Jersey for Ella's aunt's wedding this past summer, and he spent a lot of time at the local DQ eating pup cups. Best of luck this school year, and go Hornets! His name is Obi-Wan, Obi for short. The organization that trained him names their litters to keep track of the many dogs they provide to families who need them. Obi was, in fact, part of the Star Wars litter. He trained with his brothers Hans and Chewbacca and his sister Amidala. He is a 2-year-old golden doodle, and he is a multi-purpose service dog. Why do we have him? We hope you grow to love Obi too, because he will be coming to school with Ella every day next year. In this quick video, we hope you will get a better understanding of what Obi does for Ella, the do's and don'ts when seeing Obi in the hallways, and even a few of his favorite tricks. So let's start from the beginning. This is us meeting Obi for the first time.
All right, next up we have Obi. Obi's going to be working with Ella.
Oh, you're on the line of sight there.
You want to give him a piece of pepperoni? You want to give him a piece of pepperoni? Oh,
there you go. Oh, good job, Ella. Hooray!
Obi's family was filled with so much excitement to meet him. We waited 13 months to finally go to Ohio for 2 weeks to meet Obi and learn how to be that best handlers we could be. This is one of the unique things about Obi. He is always part of a 3-person team. You will never see Ella working with Obi alone. An adult will be trained to work with Ella and Obi, and she will be the person in charge of where Obi goes and what Obi does. Obi does many things for Ella. He helps her balance in the hallways. He was bred specifically for a child who needed help with balance. He also alerts when Ella has a seizure. See, Ella has something called epilepsy. She has seizures almost every day. The only time you should hear Obi bark is when Ella is having a seizure. So you might be a little startled at first being in school and hearing a dog barking, but it's just Obi doing his job. His favorite special treats for alerting are good old beef hot dogs. See, with epilepsy, seizures look many different ways. The kind of seizures that Ella has oftentimes causes her to fall. So you'll see Ella wearing a helmet like this with a face shield so that if she does fall, she doesn't hurt herself and we can keep her as safe as possible. He is able to go to every one of Ella's doctor's appointments. Obviously, going to the doctor isn't always so much fun for Ella, but Obi makes it a lot easier. He also helps Ella take her mind off the scary things that she sometimes feels during a seizure. He really is a goofy dog, so oftentimes we will make Obi do something silly or touch her arm or leg or rest his head in her lap after a seizure, and it always helps Ella out. She was just in the hospital and he knew exactly what she needed. We didn't even tell him to do this. Pretty cool, huh? So as you can see, Obi works really hard when he is with Ella. But rest assured, once he gets home from school, he gets to take off his vest and just be a dog and run and play. We know many people feel badly for service dogs because of how hard they have to work. Obi gets to play really hard too. So to wrap up, here are some of the do's when it comes to Obi. If Obi is in the hallway, be sure to say hi to Ella and Obi. However, whether he is at specials, in the hallways, or at recess, Obi is always working. Do still approach Ella and talk with Ella. Just because Obi is there doesn't mean you can't talk to her. You just can't distract him by trying to pet him. Do ask Obi's handler permission to pet Obi. There will be times, especially if you're in Ella's classroom, where you will be able to pet and interact with Obi, but this time will be very limited. Some don'ts to keep Ella and Obi safe. Do not approach Obi while he is working in hopes of petting him. He needs to be concentrating, and if you come up and distract him, Ella may have a seizure that he will not notice. Don't feed Obi people food. Obi has severe food allergies and can become very sick if he gets anything other than his dog food or his special hot dog treats. And do not tease Obi with a toy or roughhousing. He has been specifically trained for gentle play. Now here are a few of Obi's fun tricks that he likes to do when he's with Ella. Good boy, give me 5. That's a boy. Down. Good boy. Stay. Good, stay. Obi? That's the force push that all the Star Wars dogs learned. Pretty cool, huh? Stand. Sit. One of the coolest things that Obi can do when he's at the doctor with Ella is to distract Ella so that she's not so scared. So one of the cool things we do is if Ella rather is sitting, I can have him touch her leg. Obi, touch. Good boy. And that will distract Ella when she's getting her blood drawn or any other pokes. And finally, let's just do a shake. Good boy. Down. So a lot of times Obi will be in a down while Ella's at specials or while she's in the classroom, but then when we want him to get up and start moving in the hallway again, for example, we give him the command free. So, Obi, free. And he can get up. And finally, to distract Ella, if she's frustrated or she's scared about something, sometimes she'll even do it herself. And she'll say nuzzle. So if she's frustrated or mad, nuzzle, 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 yes. And he helps and distracts Ella. So thank you, boys and girls, staff and students, for spending some time with us. Thank you for welcoming us to the Heritage family, and we will see you soon.